Hi, this is Angela, the Crafty Fairy Godmother. I just wanted to add something, a little shout out and a thank you to Heaven's Piecemaker. You're wonderful. Thank you so much for that shout out. And yes, the spoon theory really works for me. I explained it to my husband because we were trying to make plans for something, and I explained the spoon theory, and I said, I just don't know if I have enough energy later in the week to do that. So if you haven't checked out the spoon theory, check it out on the Heaven's Piecemaker podcast. And on with the show. Hi, I'm Angela, the Crafty Fairy Godmother, and this is episode number 4. I've been a little bit under the weather for a little while, so it's been a while since I got to talk to all you guys out there in YouTube land. I don't have any finished objects right now, but I have a few works in progress. So here we go. Whips. Let's adjust you a little bit there. There we go. One of my whips, this is my one I take with me to, it's just a little beanie. I got my little, that's my little progress keeper. This is how much I've done since I last saw you guys. So I've worked on this some. The yarn is Encore. It's drifting, so it has this colorway that it moves from one color to another in a twist, and this is a white one. I was going to make a baby sweater out of it, but I decided I'd work on a charity beanie. I've knit this in the theater because, believe it or not, if it's regular, just plain knitting, I can do it while watching a movie. I can feel the stitches. I can feel the stitches for crochet too. That's something new I've accomplished this year. I only do it a little bit. It has to be a really simple project, but that's my project that's always in my purse. So if I have to wait at a doctor's office or wait at the bus stop or knit while my husband drives, that kind of thing, that's my little go bag. I'll call that my go bag. I always have a small project that's really simple that I can take with me anywhere. And that's what it is right now. My second project is in my Wakanda Forever bag from Lady Di Yarns. Lady Di is awesome. Diane, so sweet. She has such beautiful colorways. When I work down some of my stash, I'm going to be buying some. In this, I've got the leftover yarn from my messy bun hat and the Northern Lights colorway that matches it in the Premier Everyday. My skein is all icky. It's been all tossed around. But I love all these colors. So what I'm making, this was the one I said it's going to be a baby sweater with the cuffs. But what I'm making with it, I'm really excited about it to see what it's going to look like. This was what I said it was going to be a surprise, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you because I'm excited. Okay, this is my progress keeper where I was at when I saw you guys last. So I've knitted just a little bit on this one. But what it's going to be is, let me see, I have it written down here. It is going to be a maxi top dress by Elena Nodell. But it's in a newborn size, so I'm really excited to see how this is going to look. I've done a dress similar to this in a toddler size several years ago for just because I was trying it out, and I gave it to a friend to send to her granddaughter, and I did not get a picture, but I was told that she liked it. So anyway, this Premier Everyday yarn is so soft. It's soft and it's stable. It's not all
I don't have problems with it splitting like I do with Simply Soft. So I will be using this yarn a little more for baby projects and stuff because, you know, it's just soft and tender. The next thing is my crochet project. This I looked everywhere for a pattern. I started it while I wasn't feeling well. So what I do is I get on Ravelry and look. I do Google searches, but mostly Ravelry. What it is it's a poncho. Let's see. For me, see, I got my little unicorn progress keeper down here where I'm at. I'm going to keep it. This is from Yarn Snobs. Awesome person. Met her at Stitches. Going to get some more of these little things when I have a chance. But this is how much I've done. I only have a little bit more before it's long enough for me. So this is, I've modified it a little bit. It is also have to look at this, it's the Timless Boho Poncho. And I'm going to try to put a link down in the little box. But Timless Boho Poncho, I put half double crochet at the top. I wanted a little more than just a little chain. But my colors, all my colors are, let me put this up here. I've got aqua, beautiful aqua. This is called Hollyhock. It's more of a plum color to me. This is the one I started with. This will be the one I finished. I don't know if I'm going to finish and do a little ruffle or do something fancy or just finish with the it's similar to Granny Stitch, but there's only 2 stitches. I had to keep catching myself because I kept wanting to do 3 clusters. And the variegated colorway is this. I'm balling up and my balls just run away from me. This is called Garden Grows, and it has that hollyhock in it and it has some blues in it. And this is going to be something special for a dear bestie of mine. So what I have left, I'm going to try to make something special. But I've done quite a bit of crocheting on this poncho. And then after I'd already started this, Crystal from Bag O' Day did a poncho exactly like what I was looking for. Her newest poncho is so cool. And I want to do one of those because it's made out of a cotton, kind of a cotton blend. But I have some mandalas, so I'm thinking I can, swing with that. We'll see. But I got to finish this first and finish the little dress, or at least get a little more than halfway on the dress. Because I'm trying to be good and work on what I need to be working on. The hat, I don't have to worry about finishing the hat. It'll get finished eventually. That's it. It's like, bottom of the totem pole on the agenda. Because it's just my everyday kind of hat thing to do. And sometimes if my hands start hurting when I'm crocheting, I'll switch to my hat because knitting, I've done knitting a lot longer. I can't say that. I learned to crochet back when I was like 12 years old and I'm 50. So, but I didn't learn how to read a pattern or anything till a few years ago. And I'm still now getting back into crocheting and, and working on things. I do have something I want to share with you from my trip to Stitches West. Let me see if I can find it. I took the Learn to Crochet class. And yes, I know you guys are saying, you already know how to crochet. The reason why I take it is I don't crochet like most crocheters. I kind of wrap the yarn with my left hand. I crochet like a knitter. I wrap the yarn around the needle instead of using the needle to wrap. But when I go and try to hold the yarn at the base and control it so I can do it a little more like they teach you to crochet, I have problems with that because I have some nerve issues in my left arm. So that's why I take the Learn to Crochet class. They have a Learn to Knit class and a Learn to Crochet class at Stitches West. They have a couple of them. They're free. It's on the market floor, so you have to pay to get in the market, but you want to pay to get in the market because it's awesome. So I wanted to show you what comes in this. First of all, this is the bag. The Makers Mercantile were the ones that donated the little packs. So we got a little baggie, it's like one of the little backpack bags. It's the material like the grocery bags you can buy. And we got an Addy hook. This was mine. Some of the people got the ones that have the little slope, but I got the straight one. I was glad. I don't think I could use the one with the little slope. Oop, my light's going out. And we got 2 little skeins of yarn. It is simply worsted. It is 50 grams. It's 55% merino superwash, 28% acrylic, 17% nylon. It's very, very soft. And we got 2 of those. So that's 100 grams together. So it's enough to make a hat or something. The pattern was a free pattern that was a cup cozy. Well, for the coffee cups. So this is the pattern, and that's what we were supposed to make. Most of the people in the class didn't manage to make that, but that's the little free pattern that came with it. That mine's all crinkled because it was down in my bag. So that was cool. So if you ever get a chance to go one of the Stitches, I don't know if the other ones have it, but usually they have a free Learn to Crochet or a Learn to Knit. So if you're a crocheter and you want to kind of learn to knit, they have that. I'm going to put you on pause for a minute. Okay, I'm back. I am in, we have a lounge across from our laundry room in our building. So that's the new place I'm in. And there's timers on the lights, they'll go off. And I think they do that so that they're not left on all night if nobody's in here. But yeah, I've been in here waiting on my laundry to finish in the dryer. I got a timer going on my phone so I know when the laundry is going to be done. Like I said, I'm balling up the Garden Grows because I want to use it for something else. I think I have enough of it in my poncho. The last few colors I'm going to finish are in the 2 solid colors. If I feel like I want to throw some of this in, I just might. You never know. But I wanted to give a few shout outs real quick. Miss Tina of, let me see if I wrote it down. I want to make sure I say it right. Crafts by the Thee Rose. Miss Tina's really nice. She does a lot of lives. I added her. She's doing a giveaway right now too. I added her because she had a shout out, I think from Seta. I'm not sure. I believe it was from Seta. So I went and I added her, and I've actually gone to some of her live podcasts, and you can just chat with everybody. I have never been a good chatter. I have problems, but I don't have any problems chatting with other yarny friends. It's kind of cool. And let's see, my other shout outs. Trina at Claxton Tree Crochet. She is such a sweet lady. I have been emailing with her some. And she doesn't live too far from me. I'm in Modesto, California, and she's up in over in Sacramento, California. And I've always been told we're in Central California, but no, everybody says we're in Northern California. I guess we're at the bottom of it. But where I live, they grow almonds, cherries, some walnuts, but lots and lots of almonds. Yeah. Okay, back to the shout outs. Always one of my favorites, Funny Farm Crochet. Becky, I love you. You gave me so much support. Whether you remember it or not, you really did. And you're such a sweet lady. And I'm going to get around to getting one of those hooks from your dad if I have to send you the hook to have him put the handle on it. I might do that. I'll have to contact you. Let's see. Close-knit family. Mike and Sue, a close-knit family. I know I've mentioned them before. They don't have a lot of subscribers. They're up in Canada. It's a mom and her son, adult son. It's he's just recently learned to knit. And so it's her ongoing obsession and his learning. But I think I'm not sure how long they've been on, but he's a pretty good knitter. He can knit socks. He knit his girlfriend some socks. They were beautiful. I think he knits them toe up. I do cuff down for socks because that's the way I learned. So that's how I'm comfortable with. And I like to decrease better than I like to increase. So, it's the same way with hats. You start at your biggest part of your head and then you go up and then you start decreasing. Although at Stitches West, I learned how to do some top-down beanies. It was a recipe. You could use any yarn. You just keep going till it fits kind of thing. And Quentin did that one of the QUOE Podcast. I'll link his podcast in the bottom too. He was an awesome person to meet. 3 days of going around in the market and meeting people. I met so many people. I'll probably still be mentioning people like 3-4 months from now because I'll remember, oh yeah, so-and-so said this, or this person makes the coolest bags. Speaking of bags, Teadoddles. Christy at Teadoddles, people going by, she has some beautiful bags. And I watched her podcast last night, and she has some really cool new fabric. So I'm thinking I need me a new knitting bag or crochet bag or both, one of each. I like how I like the style of some of her bags. So y'all should go over and check Christy out at Teadoddles. And of course, there's Mary's Crochet Chit-Chat. Mary, you're awesome. I watched your podcast today. I'm looking forward to your live next Monday. I have set an alarm on my phone so it gives me a message 10 minutes before I need to get on. So I am looking forward to that. Okay, I'm tongue-tied today. Like I said, I live in Modesto, California. My husband is from Modesto, California. I'm originally from Jacksonville, North Carolina. I had a friend talk me into moving out to California. And I lived in Southern California for 7 years. And my husband, I was having problems with illness and with some asthma issues because we had a lot of fires around us. So, and my husband wanted to go back to school, so we moved to Modesto because his family's here and they helped us out. And Mom, you're awesome. Yes. My mother-in-law is an amazing person. I lost my mom a couple years ago. And it's really weird because now I miss her more than when she first passed away. Because she was so sick. And she was ready to go. My mom was on dialysis, and she had some severe strokes, and it happened when I was visiting for Christmas. So I was able to be there for her. I came home for a couple of weeks, and then I went back, and I was able to visit and sit with her. I don't know how long I was, but I love my mom, and I miss her every day. So the only mom I have left is my mother-in-law. So I told her, you're the only mom I've got. You got to take care of yourself. And she's like, okay, because, recently, my husband lost his grandmother. Has it been a month? That's one of the things that's happened. And we miss Nana. Nana was the other crafty person in the family. I could show Nana what I was knitting, or showed everybody else is like, okay. Or can you make me one of those? But never interested in exactly what I was doing. Nana was always interested in what I was doing, and she'd look at my stitches. And I want to try to work on sewing. When I get my office set up, I'm going to work on sewing and work on a few little things, because I would like to learn how to make my own clothes, because I like to wear my little comfy little sundresses. So I figured that can't be too hard to make. And I have a pattern for it. It's not like I'm just going to blindly try to make it. I do have a pattern for what I want to make. And I found some really cute patterns today, actually. Somebody posted a really cute pattern, a simplicity pattern, on Instagram, and then I thought, oh wait, does that come in my size? So I start looking at the simplicity patterns that are in my size, and I found some really pretty dresses that are, let's see, what would you call the style? Like the little pinup style, the dresses that flare at the bottom and have, the fitted bodice. Some of them do. Really pretty. I'm gonna attempt to make something like that someday. I don't know if I'll make it today. Oh my goodness, I've been talking your ear off today, haven't I? But that's what's been going on with me. I will see you soon. I hope everybody has a beautiful day and a wonderful week, and take care of yourselves. Bye.